GoonQuest is a Dungeons & Dragons role-playing podcast containing both crude and sensitive humor, with occasional references to things like drugs. Content warnings can be found in the description.
GoonQuest.
Welcome back to the continent of Inthria, everybody. This is GoonQuest, a D&D podcast following a group of adventurers who are camping giant style on a stone bed right now. Whatever giant style is.
Giant style.
Joining me today is Joey.
Yes, Plato, Zaltan. Breaking bracks and cracking rats.
Okay. Brats. Jayden playing Alosrin and Lehsair.
Alosrin doesn't know what sharks are, but if he did, he would probably think of the Escher sharks.
Alek playing Adras.
Adras is about to break into a million dust and particles right now.
Okay.
If you want to know why, watch the last session.
We're in a transitional period right now, definitely.
We are.
We're relearning the new non-fact, fun fact intros.
And we're also
Holy
relearning
shit.
The new rules as we go into our third phase of puberty.
You know, everything gets weird after the second phase, and you get the third phase.
Yeah, I like to imagine that addresses isn't just like addresses are just in constant puberty.
All addresses are just changing constantly.
Just like a really I don't know, man, just constant puberty. That's how I imagine it.
To steer us back to where we can begin this session, we have slightly updated the rules to the 2024 rules of Dungeons & Dragons. You may be very upset with us about that.
We don't care.
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck you.
Why would you be upset?
If you are upset,
Because it's
honestly,
new and
it
change is
fixes,
scary.
it fixes a lot of issues in 5e.
If you're upset, please come talk to me,
Please what?
D&D's biggest hater, and I will happily hear you out and explain to you, help you reach an understanding point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jayden is a big hater as of now of 2024. And you know what?
I was a hater before 2024.
We're
going
gonna turn him into
a lot.
We're gonna turn him into a super lover of 2024 D&D. Super lover.
No, I like 2024. I don't like original 5e.
If you're
2024 is
confused about the
better,
new rules,
but
so are we.
that's not the
Don't
point. The
worry.
point is I'll help you.
Yeah, we're all going to be quick. We're gonna be the first people running this game.
We're gonna be
on
the
a
first
live
people
podcast.
to come.
True.
First people to come and do a podcast.
Yes.
2024
How the
D&D.
fuck does my item work?
We're gonna cast our pods all over this book.
We know how all the rules work now too.
I have a
wrote the
plus
book.
10 to damage, and I have no clue where it's coming from. Somebody send help.
Hey, also, if you guys thought you did not understand the rules before, just know that they really did not change a whole lot. So if you're thinking there's going to be a lot of crazy checks that are happening, I think as far as changes go, Plato's subclass adjusted a little bit to being a homebrew one made by me that is based on him taking a more self-implied direction to magical study rather than formal teaching, which has always kind of been Plato's path, so it's very fitting. He'll actually be able to use Novelle in combat. I almost said Booky, and I was like, oh, that's not going to land well.
Oh,
Too soon.
Too soon.
Alosrin, I think, did not change a whole lot. His subclass
I
would
changed
have...
nothing. I have a single new feature. I can gain one spell slot back after a minute once per day.
His biggest new feature is Elven Accuracy.
That's from level up, though.
Yeah.
And we'll see if that even comes up.
Yeah, we'll see if it comes up. If it comes up, you'll know. He'll hit. That and
Bet.
Adras didn't change a whole lot either as a
He
monk.
just does monk's stuff, but more.
More monk stuff is a good way to put it.
Basically. And also they gave Novelle a gun, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that later.
know
So
how she
everyone
holds it.
knows Boravik and Voralden, for miscellaneous reasons, are not at the session today. So we're running with 3, which is...
They're currently being held in the cage right now as punishment, though, don't worry.
Yes. I have to do a little bit of a downward transition here in my in the excitedness of getting to run a session after it almost being like a month. The last time we had played, you guys had absolutely been styled on and goofed by some giant guards.
Fucking trolled.
You got taken on a whole wheel of they can't speak your language, and you had to rely on Voralden and Plato's translation capabilities.
Which
You've
should have been
learned, should have been perfect, and you have now learned that if you have another situation where you cannot speak a language, you're going to be in a pickle. You've learned your party weakness right here is definitely a language barrier. Additionally, you guys met the Thane of Stone and Boravik, aka Bluavik's mother, Stanella. At the same time, Boravik was taken to be introduced to his father. So you do not know where Boravik is currently. He went to go meet his dad, who he never formally met other than the one time back in Malbaldrum, where you guys encountered him and he was trying to steal the lunar lens and you guys were trying to find the lunar lens or basically help out with the situation.
It's technically resolved.
It is technically resolved as far as you all know.
Yeah. You can't do anything else about it.
Voralden is not currently here. He is currently experiencing PTSD, of which we will address at a later time.
Is he ever not?
Right.
It's going to be very aggressive this time.
Aww.
But we'll address that at a later date.
Oh, buddy.
However, let's go ahead and start where we last left off, where I promised I would start, which was when Plato was dreaming. He was having a little pleasant dream, a little dreamscape back on Menethel, and you had seen Krista Valmir, the Escher woman that you had encountered before, and threw a 9th level lightning bolt at, having used the Sorcerer's Sand.
Yeah, I remember her quite well. Krista Valkeen?
Krista Valmir.
Valmir.
Oh, we did update our character sheets, and none of Joey's notes are on his new character sheets, so he's having to...
Krista. I also I spelled it Chfist.
Isn't she John? I always encourage success.
No,
that would be her. That would be
unrelated.
Okay.
That would be her mother.
Okay.
That's just
So John, I always encourage success the second then.
She's whip lady.
Yeah.
Yes, she has the 9-pronged whip. The cat
Does
9 tails.
3d6 poison damage.
Yes.
Wow.
As you guys know, these people have monster stat blocks because they are not nice people. They are
very
monsters.
They're monsters.
They're very mean.
Although she does not appear like she is being a monster.
She's being actually quite nice to me.
You can see her white hair is falling like this little spring morning rain. She has these finely pointed elven ears, which you've never realized you always liked elven ears that much.
Now that I see them on her, I mean, oh my god.
Her skin is this dark purple and ebony. She has these amber eyes flecked with tints of red as she was staring very deeply into your eyes. Her outfit blends a silken, open-backed black dress that conforms tightly to her form with lighter color undergarments just bright enough to be seen through the silk material. It's leaving enough of the imagination, but not too much. Her outfit leaves you very little in a place of comfortability.
She was not dressed like this whenever we battled, right?
No, not at all. She was not dressed like this before. She had very formal robes on. She has found herself now very up in your personal space. Can you give me a perception check real quick?
Yes. My perception check final answer is 11.
Okay.
I'm a little distracted. My perception abilities are not at their peak.
Yeah, so you find yourself looking at very obvious spots for Plato
I'm looking
to
all
look
over the place. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, you're trying to be polite in some way. Or maybe not. I don't know. What part of you are you looking at? Maybe you can clarify to me.
He definitely has a wandering eye. He's just going all over the place. He's like, what?
Okay. She is right up next to you. You kind of like backed up to you got this chair you're sitting on. You might have been Mindus's chair.
Yeah,
and she is very close to you there. You see she's actually got this, it looks like she's got several scars going up and down the center of her chest.
It's probably the lightning bolt.
It looks like
That'll do it.
It looks like she's embellished it with like light makeups to kind of cover it up, but you can see just past it.
Yeah.
She's had scar. You see definitely parts where it might have been lightning bolt. It looks like there's more than that. It could have been whips themselves.
Really?
It looks like their society is a lot darker than yours. They might use those whips for them. People might whip them too.
Yeah. Well, maybe we have so much in common.
As she walks up close to you, and as I mentioned in the last time, she gets very close to you and sits on your lap.
What do you want?
What do you mean? What do I want? We were talking about this just a second
You're
ago.
astral projecting into my dream right
I'm
now.
not astral projecting. You're dreaming about this. Come on.
Okay, well,
I was here to compliment you, on your capable spellcasting.
Oh, that lightning bolt, you mean?
Yeah.
The lightning blast. I put my own little twist on it.
Oh. Is that a unique spell?
Yeah, it's actually pretty unique, I think.
I've heard of lightning bolt, but not something like lightning blast.
No, it's totally different. Yeah. Yeah, not to be confused. Yeah, did that seem like a lightning bolt? Because lightning bolts, I don't think really, they don't really hit that way, you know what I mean? They hit a little different whenever it's a lightning blast.
Well, regardless of how you found me in your dream, I came to share some information.
Why would you share information with me? I thought we were kind of rivals, you know? It's kind of weird that you're being nice and friendly.
Out of respect, you are a very competent spellcaster. I am as well.
Thank you. I have to agree with you.
And if my mother had it her way, you would not be a living spellcaster.
What's your... So your mom is like in charge, basically?
My mother, the matron, yes, of
That's
our
your
house.
mom?
Zinra Valmir is my mother. She always encourages success.
I've heard of her. Okay. I've heard of her philosophies.
I have always been an advocate of people who are very competent at spellcasting. I see a lot of potential in them. She, on the other hand, only sees her own power as potential. I like to see that other people could bring me and others power. My mother has served in her position for a very long time. I have a different stance on how I think things should be run.
Really? Give me your elevator pitch. What are you gonna change? How are you gonna improve? How are you gonna make Beza great again, basically?
I think our focus has long been too far on the exploitation of others. I think we can be building on ourselves in the arcane fields. We rely too much on religious zealotry more than arcane mastery.
Actually based. Like, wow. Have you told people these ideas?
Do you know how much you can say openly on the streets of Beza?
Yeah, it's probably...
Especially being the daughter of the individual that is the head of all 4 houses?
Yeah, I bet that actually doesn't go over quite well.
Well, it is always encouraged and seen by many successors that they at some point succeed their parent and rule the house, and I thought that having seen your potential, maybe there might be a time in which there could be a change in power in the coming future.
What do you mean by that?
My mother and my house are the highest accolade of a house within Beza. I believe that with a combination of my efforts, along with some of your potency and your friend's assistance, that we could see a little change in leadership.
Okay, well,
In the coming future. I could see it into this war.
Really now. So let me get this straight. You're trying to end the war, boost more arcana, get rid of all the toxicity in this place, and you also say that I'm like pretty skilled in stuff.
I'm trying to, at first, just make room for a successor in my mother's position. Maybe there's someone else that can rule the position better.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure someone of like-mindedness in the arcane field would understand that we both see that arcane mastery should be something pursued rather than many other abusive traits.
Oh, of course. There's so many things you could abuse, and you should just do magic instead. That's what I've been saying. That's actually my personal philosophy.
Well, I have some information for you,
Okay.
if it might help.
Okay.
She just sits fully on your lap, just forward, face to face,
Okay.
in an effort to avoid anyone else listening, and I should talk closely.
Yeah, you gotta get way closer. I can barely hear you.
Do you need me to whisper in your ear?
Yeah, whisper in my ear.
Are you listening? My mother plans to exploit one of the members of your party.
Okay.
She's looking to have him return to our city.
Is this Boravik?
No. I think her efforts have moved past Boravik.
Who is it?
She's been working with Lehsair, Varun, Nellik's mother.
She wants a Nellik?
She plans to use him.
Okay.
She will be reaching out to him in the next day or two.
Me and Nellik are pretty close, so I'm gonna make sure that nothing we don't want to happen.
She's going to try to use him as a diplomat to negotiate peace, on the grounds of negotiating peace.
Okay.
If he doesn't come, she plans to assault the city.
Oh. Okay.
She has an assault plan set up in the next 3 days.
Okay.
I don't have the exact location of where they plan to attack, only the time.
What time is it?
It's the third day from now.
Just
So
at some
not
point-
today, 3 days from, today is a new day, 3 days from now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up and then 3 days from when I wake up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, sweet.
You're very confused because you don't like time.
Yeah. Okay, so sometime in the month, week, is a day, a minute, or a second?
So 3 full sleeps.
Okay, so I go to sleep 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean minutes?
It's a lot of minutes. A lot of minutes. The army is going to consist mostly of hired soldiers. I don't know exactly what faction they've gotten assistance from, but there's also several bands of Escher that'll be accompanying them.
Okay.
However, the attempt is to supposedly call attention away from something else.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I understand, and I must urge you, this stays between you and I right now.
Okay, just between us.
From what I've gathered from her, there is a member of your party, a member of you guys, that is a turncoat.
A turncoat?
Yes. Someone that is working for her, or working for someone with her.
Really?
So,
Someone in our
I
party
don't
is
know
working
exactly
with
who,
your
I'm
mother?
not privy to the information. But if someone has been separated from you from an extended period of time enough, or you haven't communicated with them in some manner, she could have reached out to them many ways. But be wary of the people around you.
Okay. Okay.
If you can sleuth out who it is, then maybe you can stop them.
All right. What's the name of your mom again?
Zenra.
Zenra? Okay.
Lastly, if Nellik comes to see my mother, and he comes alone,
Mm-hmm.
he will not be coming back to you all. If he shows up, bring backup. Even if he tells you not to. She most likely plans to have him killed for insubordination. His mother, on the other hand, might try to assist, but she is likely trying to convince her son to come back. But if he chooses to remain with you all, then he will likely not leave
Okay. So
alive.
they're gonna take him, get what they want out of him, and then chop his ass.
Likely. Or if you don't figure something out before he has to go there, then I wouldn't let him go alone.
Okay.
I don't know how you'll manage to do it, but you bring backup for him.
Okay.
That's all I can really tell you as of now, as much as I know.
Okay, so we need to figure out what we're going to do about that. Okay, well, thank you for the information. I'm sure we can help you with opening that slot for a new leader to take place.
She drops her top down.
And okay, the rest of the dream is going to be on the Patreon.
You have a very pleasant dream. We're going to cut to you guys waking up in the morning. We'll jump up to morning time. We can do 2 ways to go about this. We can go to Alosrin, or we go to Adras, who's been waiting a very long time to get to meet Sigma Chi Coleman.
I think we should do Alosrin.
I was thinking the
Adras doesn't
same
even got
thing,
anything
actually.
I
going
figured
on.
that's where I was gonna go.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, we're going to go to Alosrin first, actually.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. But I need more time.
No, you don't. You're on the spot.
Alosrin, like we had talked about briefly, you guys have grown in power over time, having, in many situations, had to master your arts of spellcraft or combat prowess. You definitely all feel stronger in some senses, and maybe that's the durability of the feeling the durability of the Thane of Stone in your presence.
Of getting the tough feet.
Or getting the tough feet, yes. Maybe some of you are stronger for that reason. But as your growth has been arcane in a way, but a lot of it ties back to your bond with Lehsair. You can feel the bond between you and Lehsair, you just feel has grown very deeply. Now, she might not be sleeping with you right now. She might have had a full night's rest in a body of lava. Very Lehsair of her to do.
She's always wanted to do that.
Yeah, she's had a full night's rest in lava. You can hear her just mumbling in your mind. The meaningful connection between the two of you guys has very, very much been strong, and you draw your magic from that connection. But and the strands that connect the two of you exist entwined, connecting both of you on like this magical sense, which you know probably derives a lot of your guys' feel of connectiveness and relationship. You begin to notice like these different emotions that you're expressing, she seems to express, and when she feels something, you start to notice the connection between the two of you grow. Like when she stumbles upon something shiny, you feel a small jitter of excitedness, whether that be something you can fully control either. It's kind of a obscure feeling. You find yourself having to control some of these emotions better now, because she's a very young dragon. She has a very short temper as a red dragon, and being a creature that is very money wise as is, the idea of even the thoughts to her about losing her shinies can be very detrimental to her thoughts, which can also affect your thoughts. And especially down here, having spent so much time as an Escher, some of your negative experiences can bleed into her as well. So you're both having to find this new balance between controlling this. And chromatic dragons aren't necessarily seen in a very bright light amongst people. Not that you've had too much experience with all of that, but you know, from what you understand, a lot of people think red dragons and other color dragons are pretty bad. Even though you like to tell everyone that your dragon is good. You've slowly begin to stumble upon the question is like, why you? Why did your connection establish? Was it because you lost everything and some whimsical magic decided, hey, we're connected now? You don't really have a solid answer to begin with, like why are we connected in the first place? Where does all this come from? And you finally feel competent enough, having worked with Plato enough and learning about magic, that you start to pry into these threads of the reach that start to interconnect everything. And it's not something you're comfortable with. It is largely something that there's a science behind it that it's very much to grasp. And you know that if you spent like hundreds of years like exploring it, you could probably understand as vastly as Plato does, who has somehow mastered it in much shorter time.
Mere months.
Which is a weird thing about intelligence in this game.
Well, also, I mean, Plato's mastered it.
Yeah, and so a lot of your ability to explore the reach in your mind is a lot of command and control of it. You're basically asking like, hey, can I look behind this? And basically asking permission to go places in the reach, even though like there's probably like a scientific way to work through it. You're more like, is this something I could dive between and be like, yeah, I'm sure I can do that. I could get away with that. And exploring that.
I'm looking at the water and I'm like, what if I just jump in though? I don't know how to swim, but it can't be that hard.
Yeah. And you tell yourself, well, I mean, I could do it. And then you start swimming and you start exploring the reach. And it kind of tickles at your brain in different ways. Not really pleasant. Whatever it is, you send signals out and they're sent back to you and they're warm. Some of them are like unpleasant and painful. And so you can only dive in different directions, which is kind of exploring different ends of the reach. But whatever is at the other end of it, that there's this connection between you and Lehsair, and where it meets like a normal person would to gain magic, your guys's doesn't necessarily meet where the reach would. It dives somewhere else further. It goes beyond the magical conception of the reach, which you don't fully understand it, but you understand enough to say like, okay, so our magic comes from the reach, but something is putting it in the reach. And you try to venture into that. You try to look in like, well, where's the strand go? Because your guys' strand connects to some extent. Some of it's independent and connects to the reach normally, and your guys' are interconnected, but it all those interconnected pieces tie outside of the reach, somewhere beyond. And as you start to send little signals this way, trying to figure that out, you are prodding at it, and you learn that there's something putting this energy into you guys, creating this bond for you guys, but you can't identify. It is some form of entity. Something is out there that created this bond between you, and you try to send signals to it like, hey, what is this? And it doesn't send you off or anything, but at the same time, you're only found more curious. Like, whatever is this thing that has connected you guys in the reach is what creates this bond between you. And you lack a lot of the arcane understanding to what's going on, and maybe Plato can elaborate more if you were able to explain it to him by that level, because it's clearly not something he's probably seen before. But whatever this is at the other end of it, it seems to embellish your connection now. And finally, like, as you send these signals back, it actually seems to respond very so slightly. It little tinges in your head, but you feel like whatever this connection between you and Lehsair is now, this is the thing that created such connection. And it seems now finally open to respond to you, even though you didn't even express you knew it was there to begin with. Only just exploring the bond between the two of you have you found this. As we know, this is a connection to a spell that exists that warlocks fully get access to. So whenever you want to explore that, we can. Right now. You dive in first. You're like with a little, like a kid with so many questions.
Yep.
What's the first thing you ask? You reach out to this entity. It doesn't have a defined voice or anything. You just get this feeling in your head when it responds.
All right. Are you my friend?
Let me read the spell to see what the answers I can give are. What is the spell name again?
Contact other plane.
Contact other plane. Okay, so the answers I can give you are yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear. And the entity just denies your question and saying it's irrelevant to it.
Damn.
That was all my follow-up questions. Can we be best friends?
Like BFFs or
BFFL?
Are we enemies?
It responds with no.
Okay.
Not never, but no.
Well, never's a different thing.
Good distinction.
Should one day in the future, or at any point in time, I go and destroy the city of Beza and all the Escher?
It says unclear.
Damn. I was really hoping for someone to start backing me on that.
Someone to define it for me. Give me a direction. You get 5 questions, correct?
Yep, I have 5 questions.
All right. I think this is how we'll do it in the future is like you get to like prod in your brain a little bit and you get 5. So come with all your questions ready to go the next time we do this. Because I think you can do it.
I had most of them, but then they got thrown off by not getting hit with an answer on the Are We Friends.
You really wanted a friend.
Really wanted a friend.
You don't know if you've got a friend in you.
Either of Lehsair's parents still alive?
Yes.
Is the Untamed alive?
Yes.
Fucking damn it. Well, that's my 5 questions. Goes to ask another question. Blam.
Yes, you feel the power you're drawing on to ask these questions. It takes a mental strain on you. It doesn't exhaust you or anything, but you feel like you're reaching out somewhere that you could be talking to anything. It's like going to a stranger's house and you're just like asking them all these questions and they could be a serial murderer and you don't know.
I'm just like, I can't even ask them what their name is.
Yeah, they can't give.
I have to wait for them to just tell me what their name is.
Yeah, you don't get any response other than the ones you were given, but you get all that information you get, should be, according to this entity, should be true. Which I will emphasize again, according to that entity as best it knows. You do not have to roll for the sanity check with contact other plane because you're already warlock.
Unless I want to use it on other people.
I guess it's range self though.
No, like I can
contact
use
other
it to
people.
contact other things, but then I have to make it.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That makes much more sense.
Will I? Probably not.
It'd be
but
really funny though.
But at the same time,
Calls
you
up
now know
Mendes.
a little bit more information about, well, several things.
And Lehsair knows too.
Yes. I'll be a little obscure with you right now though too, but your connection with Lehsair is a little fuzzy. It's like coming in like someone's on a radio, but they're in a tunnel. So it's like you get patchy words every once in a while. She seems like you start feeling for the emotions, and this is after diving back out of communing with this entity. But your connection, there's something wrong with it. The last place you known had seen her was sleeping in lava. But we're gonna jump to Lehsair, who is in a body of lava right now.
I was gonna say, it's like realistically, she would probably, after learning that her parents are alive, she'd probably rush into the room to.
She does not know that yet. Her connection is not
okay.
strong enough to you at the moment. And that is not to nerf you. There is something creating that issue.
Okay.
So, jumping over to Lehsair, before we go to Adras, just to really put the nail on the column, we get a little scene of Lehsair, puppy dog swimming through the lava, just like to a different cutscene of her like in the air with her wings, like laying on her back with her wings expanded, and a couple different versions of her like posing statuesque, spitting lava out. She's really just having the time of her life. I don't know if dragons can spit lava or even consume it, but she's doing it.
She can definitely consume it. The implication is they can consume everything. They just got a material to energy machine in their body.
Yeah, so she's sitting there spitting it out like a little fountain, spitting lava all over the place, and it's all to like the dragons just want to have fun theme to the background. And I'll have Lehsair roll a perception check.
Sarah loves making perception checks. Man, if you thought I was gonna be flipping before, now I gotta really flip. I got a dice. What's an 19 plus 120?
She notices as she's swimming through the magma that the flow of it, the direction shifts several points, pulling her further and further into the stream. Just as she's already swimming in it, so it's not an issue. It's just like the tide picks up a little bit, and the flow of this very slow-flowing magma, it just like she like drifts in one way a lot faster at one point, and then drifts in another way. It's not necessarily anything crazy. It looks like the flow has changed of all of it. Does she respond to any of this?
If she's feeling like the flow's a little too intense, she'll probably get out of the lava.
Oh, it's not enough to where it wouldn't. Well,
if she's having to fight against it to stay where she's at, then she'll probably fly out.
Confidently, she could combat it. if she wants to. It's like swimming a little hard when you're swimming for fun.
She's not gonna bother with it. She's just gonna fly out of the lava and be like, no more lava time.
No more lava time. Okay, she flies out and flies away from off to the side of the lava. As she gets to the side of it, she 19 perception.
20 perception.
20 perception. She catches something move within the lava as she gets to the shoreline or up in the air, and looking back down of it, she sees just a surfacing scale. It's kind of hard to tell the color of it because it's all drenched in lava, but it surfaces partially and then dips back under the lava. It is blackened from the heat of it, so
like a big scale.
Yeah, the scale is about the size of a small bedroom.
It's a big scale.
It's a big scale.
And she's gonna run away.
She runs away. She runs up to the door, and the giant...
She's going, she would try to contact Alosrin.
Oh, okay. She actually would note at that point that she cannot contact him at the moment.
And then
It's very staticky. And you cannot, Alosrin cannot note it because when he's contacting this other plane, she does not get this information until the very end of it.
Yeah, so she tried to contact Alosrin, and when she's unable to, she would then even further hurry back to him because she doesn't like not being able to talk to him.
Okay, so yeah, there's just a small scene just from a far distance camera looking, and it's just like the stone doors open up, and then you just see like scurrying down the hall. You see Lehsair just like running and then just flying. I don't. She's faster either way, right? Same speed.
She's the same speed either way.
Okay, it's only when you're riding that it changes.
Yeah, it's when I'm riding, she's slower when she flies.
Okay, she's just like she's just like scrambling and then just flying, doing all the get out of here flying path. And she makes it back to the room, and you finish up with your communion, and you see her just eyes wide open as she's just like staring at you. But she can commune whatever you need to each other.
We'll have a brief moment. Alosrin's really excited because he's like, Lehsair, your parents, they're alive. She's like, oh my God, that's crazy. Alosrin, I saw this giant fucking scale. We're gonna die. Also, are you okay? We weren't able to talk. And they're just gonna have a very strong emotional moment of excitement and fear and worry and relief and whatnot.
Yeah, the tall giant guard at the door is just like nodding at you guys like, oh, yeah. You guys,
us just expressing emotions while staying silent.
It's like,
him, what are they doing?
You guys okay?
Oh, yeah. Great. Did you know the Untamed's alive?
I mean, no.
Well, turns out it is.
Okay.
Oh no. Sorry. Alosrin realizing how he has to explain to people how he knows the Untamed's alive. Well, this voice in my head said...
The voice in my head says...
I asked, is the Untamed alive? And it said yes. So...
Little did he know that Alosrin is going to look like an insane person.
Yeah, this voice in my head handed me this sword and told me to go kill everyone in Beza. Also, the Untamed's alive, by the way.
You know... They say you take damage and can like go insane from the spell, but maybe it's really people think you're insane from the spell.
Yeah, the more I think about it, like maybe like the preparation for commune or contact other plane is just there's nothing. You don't have to do shit. Like it's just you just reach out in your head. Maybe it's an entity talking to you. Maybe it's the voices in your head. If you fail, that's the voices in the head. Which is just amazing.
That's really good.
All right.
Take 66 psychic damage as I expose myself to my own subconscious.
Lehsair, what you guys do know is there is something within that magma, or that lava. I guess it is above surface. It is lava now. But it is in the mountain, so it is magma. Hot rocks.
Right.
When it is melty rock. When it's on the surface, it's lava. When it's underground, it's magma. But when it's in the mountain,
Spicy.
We're gonna call it lagma.
Yeah, lagma balls.
Lagma balls. He'll make us for Alosrin's gonna end up leaving the room to go talk to Voralden and then also the Lady of the Stone. But we can.
Yeah. We'll jump over to Adras and we'll pick back up.
Yeah,
That's
this
where
is
we're
about
gonna
to
call
end
the
too.
session.
So
Good point. Adras.
Yes.
So, like we had previously talked, you were being carried by Rugrass, General Rugrass, who is the stone giant general of all of the armies of the stone giants, and now the one carrying you to see Sigma Chi Coleman.
Yes.
He took a little nap.
He took a little nappy, and I took a little nappy too.
While you guys were waiting. As you were on your way, you're getting the heat of like his frustrations. He's just like, and then she insists on we don't kill anybody.
Oh.
We have to kill people, or they will kill us.
I mean, it is.
Does
a
this not
law.
make sense?
I get what you're saying, dude.
There's no peace.
Yeah, I mean, like, ideally, I wouldn't want to kill anyone, but I mean, if you gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
They're gonna kill us if not.
Like, there was this, a couple days ago, there were just, like, so many of these deep scales. It was, Adras has brief PTSD.
There was so many.
But the point is, you gotta do what you gotta do, though, you know. So I get where you're coming from.
It needs to end. It all needs to end.
Yeah, how long has this been going on for again? Aside from too long?
Months.
Oh,
Which doesn't seem like a long time in the manner of how long it takes to travel here.
but
I don't know if you know this, but Beza, the elves of Beza, they can teleport.
Yeah. One of the only people who can, apparently, down here.
Some of my scouts had rumored that they're starting to set up a teleportation circle in their encampment so they could perpetually assault us.
Oh, that's not good.
So they're spawn camping.
spawn camping.
Damn it.
So give it a couple more months and this war's definitely over.
Ugh. I mean, I think one of my friends has a decent amount of beef with Beza. If you gave him an excuse, he might help you out there.
From what I understand, it's not all the families that are orchestrating this war, just a couple up top.
Let God sort them out.
Not now, Ghosty Lizard.
Not now, Ghost Alosrin.
Not now, voice in my head. You're not real.
Well, we're here.
All right. Thank you. I guess I'll jump off.
Yeah, you
Not take fall damage.
Yeah, you jump off and take the fall damage. No, he set you down.
I mean, how high up is it?
No, it'd only be like 10 feet.
Yeah, I won't take fall damage. I guess I'll fall.
Because he's just holding you like that.
I still
And
so
holding you out with
Fall
his
like
hand.
100 feet or something.
Yeah, he throws you into the air
He
first.
throws me in the air. You know, all that shit.
Everyone relearning their classes of how your fall damage
What's 5
changed.
times 9?
45. But
Okay,
you also
yeah.
have the small feet, yeah?
No,
Oh, you didn't take that one?
I did not. I took Swift
Mhm.
for more fast.
Swift for more fast. That's a good point. Good
Exactly.
point.
50
Okay.
move speed's nice.
50?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, he's a monk, so he's already at 45.
That's true.
Assuming I take my action and bonus action to dash. 150 feet a turn.
Almost as fast as the mounts.
Yeah.
That's true. He's going to be just a horse race.
Yeah, I want you to lift.
If you get to 120 feet, you'll literally be as fast as a horse while someone rides you.
Heck yeah.
And welcoming back to the table is
A new player
Samuel.
joins.
Definitely catching in at a tail end of the session, but
Hey, Samuel.
You introduce yourself.
oh yeah, Samuel.
You sexy
Samuel.
man.
I'll start playing Boravik.
What? Okay.
All right, that's his intro.
Yeah, cool. Clip that to the start.
All right, but we're gonna go and
You've missed a lot.
So I hear.
we're going
Joey
to
had sex.
Yeah.
In my dreams.
I'm sorry. I'm
Virgin
sorry.
for life.
I'm sorry.
we open
Wait till we're
up
married.
to a large chamber room where you push these large stone, 20 feet tall doors. You push them open like they're nothing with your 14 athletics.
Yes.
As you push the door open, this large room's got like several different pools of water within it. It look like resting pools, like heated, like natural spa pools that are heated by the lava that probably flows below this.
Oh, that's nice.
You see there's a small like waterfall that's within here, and you see a lone figure sitting underneath the waterfall, letting that water hit on top of their head in a very meditative stance.
As soon as Adras sees them, he kind of freezes for a few seconds, just like processing. Oh. He's right there. What do?
I brought you here to see him.
Yeah, thank you. And he just slowly, nervously starts walking towards, assumedly Sigma Chi.
He hasn't talked much a couple days now.
I've heard he's not doing well.
All right,
Thank you.
I'll watch the door whenever you're done.
All right.
I'll take you back.
Okay, thank you. And as I
closes the door.
nervously start walking towards, assumedly Sigma Chi Coleman.
As you're walking across towards the water, you take a couple steps walking on top of the water.
Step a little harder this time.
Yeah, you step into the water and sink in. As you come up to the form that from when you're like 40 feet out, it's Sigma Chi Coleman. I mean,
The biggest motherfucker you've ever seen.
you see tree trunk arms. His arms are these large biceps that look like they have additional muscles built into them.
God.
That you don't know what to call them other than like double biceps. They just started squaring
His
them.
biceps got squared.
You see his legs, which he always advised that to never miss leg day.
He clearly did not.
He definitely did not miss leg day.
How does he have biceps on his legs?
You see little muscles like protruding from his calves as well.
Like when artists don't know how many muscles a person has, so they just start drawing lumps, but like, it's actually accurate here.
Yeah, you see he's sitting there. He has these black tunic shorts on that go to his shins, and they're cut off in the lower portion. He's got his wooden slippers on and no shirt, which shows his. You don't even know how many pack. You can't count
His
that
ES
high.
pack.
Yeah, there's just so many layers to his abs.
How many
that-
abs does he have? Enough.
Someone can play Pac-Man in his abs.
Oh my god, you could grind meat on those.
They're currently steaming. You see he's got a water dish tray hat on his head, basically the rice field hat on, which just keeps the water out of his eyes at this point. You see his hair is a complete mess, still soaking. You can't, I mean, it doesn't really keep the water out of his face, but his hair is soaking in his face, and he's got his eyes closed as he's just breathing down and looking. You see some laborness to his breath. You know that these dreams before that you've had about him, his voice was broken in many different ways. He looks in a way in peace underneath this waterfall. But it looks like he is resting. So it's all on you now.
I guess I'll just go over and sit beside him.
You go and sit into the waterfall next to him and rest there for a few minutes. You know, he takes note of you pretty quickly and stands up. He stands up, he's got it, and walks to the water's edge and looks back to you. I think you know more than I've probably told you now. Why don't you come sit and we can talk?
Yes. I'll just slowly sit down beside him, trying to think of what, how, when, or what to say.
Where should I start?
Where should I start? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. I've heard about your travels
Yes.
from several people, actually. Donella actually has told me many things. Having talked to your Boravik,
Boravik.
the names come across. I should first say I'm sorry.
I feel like I should say the same.
What do you have to be sorry for?
I mean, I fault you in this state. You know, I mean, if I were stronger, I probably...
What could you have done different?
Well, few things. I could have not foolishly thrust away my magic because I was scared of what it would do. I could have not made a deal with this abomination because I was scared I was leading my friends to their death. I could have...
What deal?
I'll just raise my hand and just show him the thing digging into my arms.
What have you done? We all have weakness. That comes. Everyone does. And it looks like this is sapping you. What do you call this evil?
His name is the Ousted. And I'll give him the rundown of the whole thing with the sword. And then when we arrived to the mountain and then ventured deeper in, and I started seeing what I was leading my friends into, I let myself feel weak, and so I gave in.
Do you feel guilty?
More than you know. Every time we have to... when I'm supposed to be protecting them, all I can think of is how I could turn against them. And he just buries his face in his hands.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like a burden?
Yes. To them, to you. It's, you know.
Someone can only take on so much before it is too much. When we lift weights, do we do so alone?
No.
Do you have friends beside you that spot you? We make mistakes. Sometimes we work out without a spotter, and we hurt ourselves. But we learn from those mistakes, and we accept them, and we make peace with them. We are not perfect. Even if someone else has told you you are so, you are no more Adras than you are human now. Whatever being made you, that's all they did.
Right.
You make your choices now. And if you're anything like a human, which I know you are, you'll make mistakes. And we can fix mistakes.
I just don't know how to fix this.
What did he promise you?
Wasn't much more than the strength I felt was necessary to survive.
Well, we get consumed by rage and anger and what we need that to do in current moments that reflects something. It reflects our own suffering. When we are angry, it is because we suffer.
I just keep getting so scared I'll hurt the people I love that I end up making mistakes that hurt them worse than I ever thought I could.
I can't be one to say that choices we make can't hurt others. But we cannot absolve others from being hurt. We can only help ourselves. If they suffer, it is suffering that they can control. We cannot fix everyone's problems. Even if the Order tells us it is our job to help people from magic, we must first help ourselves. I spent a lifetime trying to help other people. And when I found you, I did everything I could to help you. And I made mistakes. I will live by those mistakes. I've come to terms that when death comes, I've no longer feared it for a long time. Whatever metallic husk your evil creator had entailed for you, I will take whatever punishment he has ensued and what I've been cursed with. But I don't fear that. That would only bind me to whatever plane I live on. We are beyond. What the tin teach to us is we do not need to be here to matter. What we try to do and how we seek to grow. We both seek to see ourselves grow physically and mentally and spiritually. But we cannot be tied to one of those things, physicality being one of them. If something is in you that is making you lose control of yourself, none of your actions are your own. We can solve that.
How?
I don't have every answer, but I cannot. I wish whatever had come to you hadn't. But most things have a purpose in their intent. How would we bring it out?
That's a very good question.
You hear the voice in the back of your head. You should let me out. I'm going to gut your mentor in front of you. I'm going to use your hands and kill him, strangle him before your eyes.
I would rather tear my own heart out than let you do such a thing.
Well, you think that would stop me? You see Sigma Chi Coleman, he coughs and then like this weird black ichor comes out. Tell me, Adras, how was the Order? Is everyone okay?
He appears to be running things now.
I assume not good, based on your deep sigh.
They have new on light. I think that tells you more than everything you need to know from that. It's...
I fear that maybe his actions aren't any of his own fruition other than maybe my own. I raised a lot of you on that mountain from young ages, and some of you I treated more special than others. Some of you didn't have parents to go home to.
So it's not any excuse to hurt your own.
It's not. And something tells me he is suffering. In his own way. Maybe it would be best if you could help him realize that he suffers.
And then there's also, the big man in the sky up there.
I have my own mistakes that I've betrayed the Thane in his own ways. If he had anger towards me, I could understand why.
I wasn't expecting him not to be what I was worried about the most.
We've made mistakes in the past. And we live by them.
Right, I've been caught up on a few things regarding our history. But
what I did to you by making a deal that I did, it probably wasn't the best choice. But I couldn't let you suffer.
You did what you felt was necessary. I can't blame you for that.
But don't blame yourself for it. You can only control what you can control. If this demon can control you, then we can try to fix that. You should be in charge of your own mind, body.
Right.
But I don't know if in my state I could do this alone. You see someone running down the hall in this room towards you guys. You're kind of confused at a little point for a good point, and then you see them reach up to you, and you know, I only imagine that you just kind of like you just like look down at this point probably, but because you see it's Alek.
Hello.
Hey guys.
What's up, Alek?
Hey, I'm sure you don't have anything going on right now, Adras.
I actually have quite a lot going around, but what do you need?
Hey, so I wanted to, I know you were going to meet with your, whoever that is, your dad or whatnot.
Yes, he's right here.
Oh, hi. You see Sigma Chi Coleman gestures him hello as well. I know that you've been kind of moping around about meeting your guy because, I don't know, you blame yourself for something?
Okay, what do you, just say it.
Okay, listen, I got this, I have a plan. I can't make a demon, out of you. Wait, that didn't sound right.
Take a demon out of
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I got
sure. I think I have an idea that we can fix him.
Does it involve anything with the Sportender or other demons?
No, my magic.
What about your magic?
It wouldn't. I don't know if it would be. I don't know if it would be the right thing. But it could work, right?
What could work?
I think we could fix him.
Okay. Can you just say it? Get to the point.
Oh, yeah. I need you to roll a charisma check.
Oh, no. Oh, buddy. I'm gonna use my Heroic Inspiration for that.
Okay.
Because, a 2 would not do that.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a 2.
Ooh, did you get lower than a 2?
I got 1.
Oh, my God.
Fine.
You'll probably appreciate what you get to do here because...
Does anyone else have a thing?
I need you to make an attack roll towards Nelk's face.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Why is that the one I get a fucking modified 20 on? Yeah, modified 20.
Modified 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
God fucking damn it.
Damn, where was that 2 rolls ago?
Where was that 2 rolls ago?
That's a good point. Where was that 2 rolls
I mean, it was
ago?
only like a 13, but still, on the dice at least.
You...
Do I roll damage?
Roll damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be 10 damage.
You punch Nellick straight in the face. His nose is bleeding. He's like, oh, I didn't do that. I was trying to help you. What the heck? You are the chiropractor now.
God.
Oh my god.
You are currently rolling initiative with
Jimmy,
Nellick,
I do not have the emotional energy to be the chiropractor right now.
Nellick and Sigma Chi Coleman.
Oh my fucking god.
You have to be the
You have to be the bad guy now.
Oh my god. The 3 orange versus the prop.
Okay, at least I roll a 1 on the initiative, which is a 4.
Nellick is at a 6, and Sigma Chi Coleman is at a 10.
Okay.
Well, I'm just 10 on the dice for Sigma Chi Coleman. Yeah, Nellick's like, what the fuck, man? Just trying to help.
What do you think you're gonna do to me?
Yeah, you
The spore boy.
Sigma Chi Coleman. He's like, dumb, I'm not a nerd, I promise.
Punch the shit out of him.
Please, someone, you've deviated my septum. Sigma Chi Coleman stands up and he's like, so you're this entity.
In the flesh.
What should I call you?
They call me the chiropractor, but you're about to call me the proctologist, because I'm gonna rearrange those guts.
Oh my god.
Really? Because where I'm from, they call me the conductor.
Fuck!
The conductor.
He's going to astrally punch Garrix out of his body.
Okay.
And we're going to continue this fight in the next session.
Okay.
in the astral plane.
Oh, fuck!
Bum, bum, bum.
Wait, is he fighting like the guy that destroyed me?
Wait, which guy? Oh, yes, he's fighting the guy that
Well, not
destroyed
a lot
him.
of people destroy me, so
Yeah,
there's only
yeah.
one
So
guy.
only
Fucking,
like a couple.
Astral Monk or whatever.
Yeah, is he the?
This is a combination of him using a astral projection with an attack.
Okay, I got you.
No, they are all physicality monks. All right, but we are going to end our session there and pick it up at the next time with a funny combat where, don't worry, because Adras is going to be there too. You're both there, you and Garrick.
Oh, shit.
Wait, that's
You get
actually
to-
Soul
you
gets
get to
punched
duke
out
it
too,
out.
buddy.
Yay.
Oh, that's
You
fucking
get to
sweet.
fight along your mentor.
I'm going to do the closing and then we'll talk about that.
Well, then do it,
Guys,
Jimmy.
that's
Come
the end
on.
of our session. Thank you for listening to Goon Quest. Our opening music is by Alexander Nakarada, cover art by Kasey May, outro music by Alexander Nakarada, audio editing by myself. I'll plug our Instagrams, goon.quest, and our YouTube is goonquest. And that's where you can listen to the podcast as well. Those episodes for YouTube get uploaded slightly behind schedule of the other ones because I have to manually upload them.
And in batches.
And they get uploaded in batches because I forget them like 3 at a time.
Batches for bitches.
Yeah. Now we're gonna give a little bit of a shout out for some of our dirty goons, the people that get shout outs every single time. Now we're gonna just talk. We've talked a lot about Joe May, who we know that he frequented stuff with the Order of the Holy Form, but I don't know if you know this. He actually was one of the guards that punched Plato's dad.
Huh.
Probably had it coming.
Yeah, your dad had it coming for sure. Yeah, he punched
absolutely.
the shit out of your dad.
My guards
And for
punched your
that,
dad.
Plato's dad came home and beat Plato. But
Fun.
And if you ask Plato, Plato probably had it coming.
however,
He did. I mean,
it's just more projections. We will also credit our other dirty goon, Rose, who we've talked many different times about. Rose, probably before we've even mentioned them being dirty goons, but I would like to credit Rose with actually creating the different names of the different districts within Orn. All the districts named, she named them.
Hell yeah.
It was just an OG thought off the cuff. All right, that's where we're gonna call our session, though. Guys, you close it out with whatever you want.
I'm gonna cry.
Boravik, why didn't you do anything this session?
Yeah, hey, Boravik.
Hey, Boravik.
Hey,
Why didn't you do anything this session?
Why'd you do anything this session, Boravik?
just kind of straight chilling.
I'm going to do a little transition music.
What?
You meant we're gonna do it. You're not gonna throw it in, right?
I'm
We're
going
gonna
to- I'm
sing the-
going to throw it in. We're not.
Big sad moment. Big sad moment.